All right. Yeah. This is a PayPal from Martin. Frank Zappa. It's been way too long since we've done Frank Zappa, and it's a Frank Zappa live. Big Swifty. I don't know if we did this before. Not this performance, but this song. We may have. But I actually saw that title and think that don't actually ring a bell. Normally they do with Zappa. But yeah, I don't think we have done this. But well, we'll see in a minute. But yeah, like I say, it's been so long since we've done Frank Zappa. Calvin's got some yeah, I said before a couple of live shows, but also a couple of long interviews, which yeah, I'll get to them. But they are like longer requests, so they're more yeah. But yeah, anyway. Frank Zappa, Big Swifty. Let's go.
Okay, I would like to introduce you now to Mats Oberg and Morgan Argren. Where are they? Please come out. This is. Want to say hello? Say hello. Hello. Beware. Beware. Okay, take him over to the piano.
Ah, I was confused through a lot of that because I was thinking, who is that guy playing the keyboard? I was thinking, that's not singing, bloke, but that's because the guy that does the keyboard normally. Because I was thinking, I don't recognize him with his top on. I think, but it's not that he has his top off. He has when the guy took over at the end. That's the normal guy, isn't it? The guy who's got the crazy singing voice, like great singing voice. But whoever took over then absolutely was fire. Like that's what I was thinking. I was thinking they just let someone if that because Zappa read it out. Yeah, you have to give me some back information as to who that was. Because when he read it out, I was thinking, is this like some type of competition winner or so? I don't know. And then they just come on the keyboard and was like absolute shredding. Yeah, also the drumming in this. The drumming. And that's the thing. Yeah, because I think this is the one Martin said about was low quality, but it was in terms of picture. But I actually thought, um, in terms of the music, I actually thought it wasn't too bad. The quality of the sound, but yeah, the picture was hard to make. I mean, you can tell Zappa's you can just tell Zappa from his whole shape and hair and everything. But I couldn't see who was playing drums either. That's what was getting me. I was like looking at the keyboard. I was thinking, is that? Yeah, I was confused. But musically, Zappa's got to be a fan of like detective. There's such a like an old school detective murder mystery type of vibe in his music. But yeah, the transitions in that. There was one before because it went to like a circus type of vibe. But there was a little burst of something before that, and I was thinking, yeah, yeah, it's crazy because it's crazy that Zappa doesn't like jazz because the bass to this was actually quite a jazzy sounding bass. I thought, but it's weird that he's not really a big fan of that. You'd think he would be, but yeah, 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 that was fire. Like I say, it's just nice to hear some Zappa. It has been way too long, and to be honest, that was like a real bit of Zappa as well, instead of like the because Zappa can pull off some tunes like in terms of almost like pop-tastic, very like catchy tunes. But this was a real piece of Zappa. But yeah, I was baffled about the whole keyboard player. What was going on there? Because I was thinking, is that guy? But then he took over. That was definitely the guy I was thinking of. Took over at the end. But yeah, yeah, fire. But yeah, that's the reaction.